Hey friends, Low Carb Keith here. I'm back in my kitchen and I'm going to make another delicious low carb meal for you today. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different that I've not made before. I found a recipe online this week and it is called Keto Millionaire Chicken Casserole. And what it takes is some chicken, which I've already cooked. I took 4 or 5 boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and I baked them this afternoon, and I've cut them up into smaller pieces. And it's got to take some sour cream, some heavy cream, some seasoning, some pork rinds, and some Parmesan cheese. So the first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to try to follow the recipe. We're going to make our sauce, and our sauce is 1 cup of heavy cream, and I'm going to put it in a skillet over here. So I'm going to move things around so you can see what we're doing. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to add 1 cup of heavy whipping cream and into our skillet, because we're going to make our sauce. This is a 1/2 cup, so we'll do 2 of these. Okay, I've got the skillet on kind of a medium-high heat. All right, and the next thing that we're going to add is our sour cream, which is 1/3 cup of sour cream, and I'm just going to kind of eyeball this. 1/3 cup of sour cream. All right, let's do that. Probably about that, maybe a little bit more than that. Yeah, about 1/3 cup of sour cream. All right, let's get that mixed together. Good. And we're going to let that heat up. Okay? And the next thing that we're going to add is a little bit of garlic salt, a little bit of garlic powder. Not much. Just a little bit. All right, we're going to add some salt and pepper. Much, just a little bit. And I'm going to add some of my Lowry seasoning salt, which I really, really like. Not a lot, because I've already put some of this on the chicken as I cooked it. And we're going to mix this up together until it kind of thickens up. Okay? There we go. We'll let that thicken up a little bit. We'll give it a few minutes. I hope y'all are doing good. I hope you're having a great week. It's been a while since I did a cooking video for you. You know, I just kind of ran out of things that I wanted to cook, and so you know, it's whenever you find something new and interesting, you want to try it. And I've had several people say, "What has happened to your low carb cooking videos?" And I said, "Well, you know, I just did so many of them, and but it's been a while." And you know, school is in session. I teach at a high school, so you know that keeps me busy and you know, trying to do all the things that we do with family and all. So anyway, that's where I've been. That's what I've been doing. All right, but I hope that you've been well. Hope you've been able to stay on your low carb eating plan or keto plan, whatever it is that you're doing. And I have too. I've tried to. You know, the reality is, the last couple of years, I gained a little bit of weight. And I think I've mentioned this to you before. Probably about I lost 130 pounds originally, but over the last couple of years, I gained about 20 of that back, which was not, a terrible thing to happen. I was pretty thin by the time I had lost that 130 pounds, but I was bound and determined to try to keep it off and try to do some things that kind of get back. It wasn't that I was off my plan. I wasn't. Probably just eating some things that, every once in a while that I shouldn't. And it just kind of crept up on me. Until about 6 weeks ago. And I was trying and I was doing okay. I got sick. I had some kind of something happened in my stomach, and I ended up in the hospital for about 4 days and on antibiotics, and I couldn't have anything solid to eat for a while. So that helped me lose a little bit of that weight that I'd put on. So yeah, I've lost probably, of the 20, I probably lost 7 or 8 of those, but I've still got a ways to go. So I want to get, maybe not the whole 20, but I want to get back down to, maybe 15 or so. All right, this is thickening up very nicely. All right, so the next thing that we want to do is we're going to add, let me look at my recipe to make sure, but I'm pretty sure we add some cheese to it. Okay, yes, we're going to put in about 1 cup of shredded cheese. Let me get that out of the refrigerator. You can use any kind of shredded cheese that you want. I've got Colby Jack, so we're going to use Colby Jack for this. And let me get this back over where we can look at it. So we're going to put about 1 cup in there. I'm just going to eyeball that. That looks to me to be about 1 cup. So we're going to melt this down. Get the cheese. Mix it, and you can see how thick that sauce has come along. It's done really well. Okay, so we're going to get the cheese melted. Okay. And I have prepared a baking dish to put this in the oven, because once we add the chicken, we're going to put this in the oven and bake it for 30 minutes at 350 degrees. Yeah, that looks really good. Really gooey. Good and cheesy and gooey. All right, so now we're going to add our chicken and mix that all together. Let's take that off. Okay, we're going to put the chicken in there. Very good. Let's just get this all mixed up. It looks very cheesy, doesn't it? And I guess that's why it gives it the Millionaire moniker. Just like that. Actually, that's a little too cheesy. I'm going to add just a little bit more heavy cream in there. I want to loosen that up just a little bit. There we go. There we go. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to put it in our baking dish right over here. Put it in our baking dish right here. Okay. As much of that sauce out as possible. Okay, just like that. We're going to spread it out a little bit. All right, just like that. And then I'm going to take about 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, which I've got right here. And we're just going to spread that on the top a little bit. As a matter of fact, I'll get this little ball and kind of just like that. Okay, and then on top of that, we're going to take our pork rinds that I've got, and I'm going to take about a cup of that, and we're going to put that on the top of it. So let's see what I've got here. Here's a third of a cup, so we'll take 3 of these. One more. You know, if you were making this that wasn't low carb, you would probably use like crushed up Ritz crackers. But we're trying to make it low carb, and there's basically no carbs in pork rinds whatsoever. So there we are. That is our dish. And I preheated the oven to 350. We're going to put this in the oven to bake for 30 minutes. I will set the timer on my clock or my phone, and then we'll come back in 30 minutes and we will give it a taste test. This is what it looks like. I did take it out of the oven and let it sit for 10 or 15 minutes to let it cool off a little bit. And we're going to take a taste and see. All right. There we go. It's nice and gooey. All right. That's what we've got. So let's take a taste. So this is my Keto Millionaire chicken casserole. Let's give it a taste and see how it is. Oh man, that is delicious. We've got the and that sauce, that's what makes it the Millionaire. You know, it's incredible. It's creamy and cheesy and really, really delicious. That's wonderful. And it's low carb. I mean, that's the great thing about it. You know, you've got simple ingredients. You've got sour cream, heavy cream, chicken, a little bit of seasoning, and you've got the shredded, you've got cheese in it, you've got the Parmesan and the pork rind topping. And it's all very low carb. It's only about 3 or 4 carbs, net carbs, per serving. So this is delicious. It's rich tasting, thus the name Millionaire. So, all right. Well, I hope this is something that maybe you'll try in your kitchen. And hopefully I'll be back sooner than later for another low carb recipe. Thanks for watching.